everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Amantya podcast series, a show where we explore the latest trends and innovations shaping the tech industry. The topic of today's conversation is CTO Outlook, Reflections on 2024 and the Road to 2025. As 2024 draws to a close and 25 is on the horizon, it's an opportune moment to reflect on the year gone by. What were the major breakthroughs? What challenges did the tech domain face? And most importantly, what's new? Today, we'll dive into these critical questions while also looking ahead at the exciting possibilities 2025 will bring our way. Today's session is special, made even more exciting by our esteemed guest, Amantya's co-founder and Chief Technology Officer, Sanjay Bisen. Sanjay is the force behind Amantya's growth, guiding the company's vision and strategy in the constantly evolving tech landscape. His insights are not just informed by his role, but also by his deep understanding of industrial trends and market shifts. Today, he will share his thoughts on what's been an incredible year for technology and what's in store in 2025. A very warm welcome, Sanjay. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on the show today.
Thank you for inviting me for this podcast.
Thank you. So, shall we get started, Sanjay?
Yeah.
So, first up, as we wrap up 2024, what are your key reflections on the year gone, that's about to finish, and any tech trends that you felt, exceeded expectations, anything that didn't pan out as you expected?
Yeah. So when we started 2024, as a company, we have two divisions. One is digital, one is telecom. In telecom, we had a two-folded strategy. The first strategy was that we have a private 5G network enterprise part of it. Along with that, we are offering a telecom OEMs as in for building their own network. Second strategy was a test tool development, where we can offer basically service assurance plus product quality test tools for our customer. What we found is that especially on our private 5G network, which when we started 2024, we expected that enterprise network will flourish. People, our enterprise customer will migrate from a POC and technology acceptance to a full-fledged deployment. But what we have seen in the market is that didn't pick up. But whereas in our test tool market, we are seeing a very good traction of our ORAN, ORCA tools, where service assurance plus network feature qualification part is being very well accepted by our customer. In a digital domain, when we started this year, we started with focus on couple of customer, and from a revenue and team size perspectives, we have grown significantly higher, which we did not anticipate it. And we build the capabilities where we help some of our customers to build their own private cloud network and transform their application from a public cloud to private cloud. As well as what we did is we started a practice as in over a GIS, and we built a complete GIS based utility network which enrich our knowledge base and technology across the industry, and we expanded our offering to telco as well as the utilities company in a GIS space.
So a lot of hits and misses together. Yes. Talking about 5G, 5G saw a lot of global adoption in 24, but there were challenges. So what gaps or challenges in wireless technologies stood out in 24, and how can the industry address them in 25?
Right. So if you look at when 5G started adopting way back in 2022, 2023, people have started deploying 5G NSA mode. So 5G has a two mode. One is NSA and SA, and NSA is a migration toward the 5G, full-fledged 5G from a 4G to 5G part of it, and most of operators have started deploying NSA as a technology, and then last year they started committing toward the 5G SA part of it. Now, if you look at it from a consumer perspective, 5G is being successful because consumers are getting audio and video things over 5G, which typically they could have get also in 4G part of it. Whereas an industry were expecting 5G to give a various different kind of more use cases can be deployed. And what we have seen is the successful of 5G only into fixed wireless areas where FWAs are being popular. And in some of the operators have also deployed slicing like gaming slice in their network. So still the operators are trying to figuring out what kind of use cases can come in 5G industry, which can help them to to have a large scale deployment of 5G. 5G has not been only built just because of for the voice and data. But country like India, if you look at the share of population which we have, and the use case or the consumers per bits requirement is that 5G would help in the consumer market. But whereas the market like US and Europe, you need to have a newer use cases to be deployed. And what we are seeing is that the primary reason for not taking uptake is that the cost of the equipment plus the device cost is still very very high. And when we are talking to multiple OEMs across the globes, and then ORAN adaptation is happening by the operators like in US has started that, we would see in future that the overall deployment cost of the 5G SA network will significantly reduce, which will offer a newer use cases for an enterprise, as well as the device vendors are moving toward the RedCap technology, which is RedCap and enhanced RedCap, which would significantly reduce their module cost. So you could see that adoptions of 5G network, with a private network will grow in the coming years, and device vendors plus industry is working to overall reduce the cost. And the way we could see that this deployment, the futuristic deployment will happen when customers, when OEMs will start deploying a solutions for their customer needs rather than forcing 5G deployment as such. So for solving their problems, they need to either bring 5G or even Wi-Fi and other technology to mix together and make a solutions around it.
Okay. So we can hope to see the gaps filling
Yes.
as we go along.
Yes, because RadCap will, a lot of operators will deploy next year a RadCap technology, and then RadCap modules would significantly cost will reduce, and then that would see apart from consumer space, you could see the enterprise space, you could see the 5G deployment will grow.
So Sanjay, now looking ahead towards 25, what trends and market opportunities do you foresee shaping the telecom landscape in the coming year?
So if you look at 2025, as I said earlier, that the trend will start deploying private 5G as a network,
Right.
and AI/ML will play a very important role both into the public network as well as into the private network. If you see, till 2024, people have started deploying SA network, and some of the operator will deploy this year. But everyone will focus now into the operationalization, efficiency will bring. So for an operation efficiency, they would need intelligent network. When they talk about intelligent network, it's more an AI/ML kind of solution for the NRT and near RT rig kind of solution, so that they can reduce their operation cost and offer new services to their customer. And as the RedCap will becomes available to the consumers, especially in the IoT space, especially into the healthcare space, where people will build the devices based on the 5G. Today, if you look at most of the 5G is, we don't have real Wi-Fi devices of 5G. It's basically devices are Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and then in between we are putting a 5G gateway into it to get it connected.
Absolutely.
So you are losing actually end-to-end quality of services and what 5G offers. So we are seeing that growing 5G AI/ML based use cases as a market trend. And important thing is that in AI/ML also you could see a lot of edge analytics, edge AI will happen, where a lot of analytics or decision making can be done at the edge level.
Okay, that's very interesting. So you mentioned AI. So AI was, undeniably a very, very strong focus this year. So can you share how Amantya has, used AI to innovate in 24, and any, new plans, projects, AI driven that you're planning for 25?
So when we started this year, before that we did not have any AI as a practice. When we started this year, we thought that AI and technologies are mixing. There's a next generation technology from ORAN Amantya was an AI, and we built a team of almost 50 engineers team for AI, where we started with building an independent AI models, and then GenAI came into picture, where it brings its models have matured a lot. And then we started a practice where we in fact own some of our customers, whether into the security domain, where into the device security part of it, as well as into the legal plus retail analytics domain. So we have now a couple of customers with whom we are working on the AI side of it, and we have a strong team of 50 engineers who are building solutions on LLM models, SLM model, whether it's on AI side of it or whether it's into the uh, private private cloud AI. So we work with lot into the training of the models which you can deploy it on into the enterprise network as well as into the cloud part of it. Secondly, as coming in 2025, we see real applications of AI will come. And when I say the real application of AI will come, it's into the variety of domains. So first use case is that most of the industry will adopt a chatbot kind of solutions in their application domain, where ease of use of information and analytics will come in. But for us, we are also helping some of our customers on the chatbot side of it, where for on the healthcare side, where into the HR related, policy related information, where we are helping customers to build on it, as well as on the legal side of it, where legal you could say legal, you have a lot of documentation and other thing.
Right.
Now, instead of reading those documents, you can have an agent which can talk, which can provide you a previous legal information and retail related information to their own. As a next step, what we could see is that AI getting integrated into telecom as a core practice part of it. As I talk about an operational efficiencies
Right.
into the telecom. Now we see in 2025, the lot of algorithms on the real real RT rig and the non-real RT rig will happen, as well as the you could see lot of development will happen in toward the log analysis of the network, where operational efficiency will come. So we'll bring some of the solutions in that areas for our telco customer, and onto the digital customers we are bringing a lot of solutions toward the documentation processing side of it, toward the video processing side of it, where they and then bringing the edge AI uh, to the edge side of it, so that they can take a decision locally.
That sounds very exciting, Sanjay. A lot of good work we'll see
Yes.
coming from Amantya in the coming year.
Yes, and we are excited about AI as a practice. We have built a complete practice for 5G. Now this year onwards, we are focusing on AI. And at the start of the year, we did not anticipate that we'll build a 50-member team, but
Big team, yeah.
that's we built up.
And
And then
that's
then we have also acquired a couple of customer into AI domain. That's really a
fantastic.
fantastic
Yeah,
journey for,
yeah, yeah.
and heads up to some of our leaders in the team.
So, Sanjay, like moving beyond AI, what other technologies trends do you see picking up in 2025?
So if you look at AI is still in very nascent stage of the thing. So AI will help in other domain, but if I see overall trend, there are three areas which is popping up in overall market. One is the NTN network into telecom. So satellite and telecom will marry together, and if you look at across globe, you have a 7 billion population, but out of that we are only covering around 2 billion population with the telco network. With a
Absolutely.
satellite communication coming in, with a 5G, you can have a base station of 5G connecting with over a satellite and offer a consumer of 5G services over a satellite. You can cover remaining 5 billion customers across the globe. So
That's huge.
that's a huge. So
Yeah.
you could see a market almost double. So that's the one area which I see this year technology will build up in 2025, and the next 2026 and 2027 you will have a lot of adaptation to that. The second technology which is very very people are trying a lot, especially onto the augmented reality and virtual reality world, where Meta has Meta Quest, Apple has launched his own devices, and that's a new consumer device which will be having in each individual houses. That what I foresee in 2025, because a lot of if you look at, if I need to do any skills development, still we are doing a skill development in a very very a nascent way, what we used to do in 10 years back. But with the technology of augmented reality and virtual reality technology with the devices, you could upgrade the skills, whether toward the worker side of it, factory workers, or toward the teachers, or to the students. You can create a very very with those devices, and these devices are becoming more capable, as well as their reaction time for building an applications on top of that would be the next thing will come. And then Amantya will also focus on AR VR side of it as we grow in 2025. The third important thing which we are missing out, we have a digital twin. We talk about digital twin in past, but I see with an AI and augmented reality together, digital twin will become a real important thing. And when we are talking to government enterprises, when we are talking to larger enterprises who are managing infrastructure and other, let's say if a disaster happens and we are not doing a right planning on our basic infrastructure part of it, uh, customer don't know how to react on it. So with a digital twin, we can create a digital cities. So infrastructure management companies plus the government are very keen in digital twin side of it, and we are forcing certain partnership in Amantya in the digital twin side of it. We are talking to a couple of larger name which I cannot name right now. It's more in an earlier stage, but we are talking to some of our customers and partners who are globally leader in digital twin technology to bring those technologies, work with them, and explore in Indian market.
Now, Sandy, let's talk about Amantya's roadmap. You've mentioned a few things already, but what's next for the company? Any new products, innovations that you're particularly excited about?
Yes, definitely. Till last year, when or even at the start of the year, we were always talking about private 5G as an Amantya offering part of it. We'll have announcement soon, where we are also focusing on carrier grade enterprise 5G core, which will offer to telco operators also. Till now, we are only placed into the enterprise space or into the labs and that space. But now we are building up 5G as a core, which would be carrier grade. And with these offerings, we would expand our market reach to MA, Middle East and African regions, as well as into the Southeast Asia region in India, also in India, right? So we are not only focusing on the test tool market, but also now we are would be a major player into the 5G 5G carrier grade market of it. Secondly, if you look at our test tools journey, when we started our test tool journey, we focused on ORAN, which was more a RAN testing tool, and we want to expand that tool toward the ORAN market. As I said that if 5G needs to be adopted, it needs to its cost to be reduced, right? And ORAN, where multiple ORAN equipment vendors are coming in, and we are offering them a we want to expand our auto RAN tool toward the ORAN offerings, where we can offer CU, DU simulators or RU simulators and UE simulators, where to do an interoperability between the ORAN nodes as well as complete end-to-end ORAN testing part of it. And secondly, if you look at, as I said, that 5G first use case, which was very popular, was the FWA use case.
Yes.
And Wi-Fi 6 and 7 is also getting popular, and we don't see that one technology will suffice the needs for our consumers, right? So there would be a mixing of technology between between the 5G as well as the Wi-Fi, and we are also bringing up auto Wi-Fi as a solutions which would help our customer to test and measure and do a benchmarking of Wi-Fi 6 and 7 network. Plus, we are offering also the certification test cases plus the customized test cases for operators or Wi-Fi 6 and 7. So that's a journey that whatever the product which we have built, we are taking to the next level on the test tool side of it, as well as onto the 5G SA core side of it, where we are migrating toward the carrier grade part of it. One important thing which we also want to just touch base upon it is that we recently got an funding approval from Government of India for our career grade ambition part of it, where with that career grade ambitions, we foresee that with the help of Government of India, we will also target to the most of the operators on in other geographic areas where typically the bigger OEMs like Nokia, Ericsson would not go, but we will offer them a complete solution to that. So thanks to Government of India for giving us a funding on the 5G carrier grade core part of it, and we are we'll build a solution which everyone will be proud as an Indian.
So it's like a very busy and exciting
Yes.
year ahead.
It would be a very busy and exciting
Outstanding.
years,
Yeah.
and we foresee we would become another the next OEMs which from India who can offer a carrier grade the core to the telco operators.
That's huge. Very nice. Finally, Sanjay, before we wrap up today's session, as a CTO, how do you balance steering Amantya's vision with staying competitive in constantly evolving tech landscape?
So if you look at the technology, it's changing very fast and
Absolutely.
very dynamic in a nature, where a lot of R&D and POC activity needs to be involved. So as an Amantya, we always motivate our team to come up with new ideas, come up with new thought processes, and then we have, in fact, created a dedicated POC team which builds on newer technology. As in vision, we know where we want to grow as a company, and our always vision was that when we started in 2018, we focus on 5G as a company. Our motivation is that we would be ahead in building the next generation technology. So as the next generation technology, we'll continue to spend money and time, evolve our strategies around advanced 5G, AI, ML, and digital twin. These are three areas where we would grow our portfolios, and for that we always adopt agile in terms of making changes in our day-to-day work, creating POCs, putting a lot of R&D efforts, R&D investment into the team so that they can come up with newer ideas and newer thought process to build our product and portfolio as part of it. So that way, keeping with the technologies, where new technologies when comes in market, we always upgrade ourselves with that, and then bringing those for our customers. And we are always constantly in touch with our customer, where we also sometimes talk to customer to understand their problem statement and solve those problems, either bringing the product or services to them.
Okay, that's really nice. So 24 has been great, and 25 is going to have exciting possibilities.
I see this 2024 is a great year, and lot of excitement. We grew much bigger in terms of manpower. And so when we started this year, we were around 450 manpower. Now we are almost 700 member team. So we grew a team.
Yes.
And yes, it's a very exciting year for 2025. Let's see how what we are seeing, especially on private 5G part of it, which should kick off. Enterprise, we are migrating from enterprise grade core network to a carrier grade core network. That's a
Yes.
huge uplift for us.
Yes.
So I see it's an excitement year for all of us as a team. We all have put a lot of hard work behind it, and we always be nimble and understand customers' needs and requirement and make an offerings around it.
To a great 25.
Yeah, to a great 25.
Thank you so much, Sanjay. It's been an amazing session.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. With this, we come to the end of today's episode of the Amantya podcast series. Thank you for joining us. We hope you found the session useful. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast for more such meaningful discussions. We shall be back soon with another interesting topic in conversation. Until then, this is Rohina signing off. Bye-bye.